Hi, it's Maxine, Kaye, and Yoga from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. Oh my goodness, can you imagine we're in September now? Some people say this year just can't go by fast enough. We live fully in each moment, no matter what may be taking place. Have you noticed that there's a whole lot of differences of opinion in the world these days? And it's fine to have difference of opinion. It's essential that we do. We are not little automatons. We're not cookie cutter people. We each are created from the one life, which is God's life, and we each have been given autonomy and the ability to create our individual lives and to add to the entire world consciousness according to our particular choices and perspectives and way of thinking and feeling and being in the world. That's a wonderful thing, but if we want that privilege for ourselves, and we have that, I think it's important that we realize that we must grant that privilege to other people because they have it already too, so we may as well get used to it. So when we have differences of opinion, they don't need to be vitriolic. They don't need to be divisive. There's enough of that going on in the world, don't you think? We can find ways to find common ground. We can find ways to listen respectfully to one another. And I'm going to share with you a very difficult spiritual discipline that can change your life, my life, and the world. Whenever you begin, and it's a very human thing to do, we all do it, whenever you begin in seeing someone who's behaving in an unlovely way, something we might perceive as mean or stupid, they themselves aren't perceiving it that way, not very likely, but we perceive it that way. We go initially, knee-jerk is to go into judgment and criticism and making them wrong in our minds. That's just something people do. Have you noticed that it doesn't really benefit us? It doesn't benefit ourselves if we begin to go into a negative frame of mind. It doesn't benefit the other person. It's all energy here, you know, and people feel it. Nor does it benefit the relationship, whether it's a close relationship or just a casual one. And don't we wish to establish more harmony and more peace and more understanding in the world? If so, we need to do our own work. I know I do. And so rather than jumping right into criticism, make wrong, judgment, how about doing our best in that moment to suspend the judgment? It's a conscious choice. It's a brave choice to suspend the judgment and bring something better from the very heart of our being out into that situation and that relationship. That something is unconditional love. Imagine replacing judgment with love. Imagine replacing criticism with gratitude. Gratitude that people are who they are and can express in their own unique ways, and it doesn't need to rattle our cage. This is a big job, and it's something that will make all the difference in the world if we will do it. We saw a movie the other night, and an old Jewish philosopher was paraphrasing another philosopher in saying to a young man, "I'm annoyed by you, therefore I exist." We don't have to feel negative feelings for another person or a group of people or even conditions in the world in order to realize that we exist. But existing is one thing, and thriving, is quite another. I don't want merely to get along day by day, make it through. I want to thrive, and there isn't any reason at all why you and I cannot thrive in any world circumstance or any temporary circumstance or environment. We are designed to thrive. We're here to let the divine express through us in beautiful, unique ways. And everybody in this world is created from that one divine life. And each person has their rights and their responsibilities to express that presence the most beautiful way they know how. Well, we're all in the process of our spiritual evolution. Let's not judge people who seem to be far ahead of us or appear in our perspective to be below us. It's not like that. The ladder of evolution is not just straight, and it's not people above and people below. It's all of us in our own special perspectives. So let's allow others to be who they are, even though they might annoy us. Because they're still God in action. And the minute we perceive the truth about another person and remember that they're a beautiful manifestation of the one life, then it becomes easier to see through temporary appearances, not to judge, not to criticize, not to make wrong, but to love. And it feels so much better within our own hearts and souls when we're allowing ourselves to move to that place of deep connection and a divine awareness that love is always the answer. Feels so much better. Will you consider joining me in this spiritual practice? It's what else do you have to do, right? Well, it's a great opportunity, and I truly am extending an invitation to you and to myself to continue to enter into this practice more deeply. Let's let go of the judgments. Let's move beyond the criticism. Let's bring thanksgiving and, most of all, love, unconditional love, and see what happens. Consider it your personal experiment. We can check in with each other after a while and see how we're doing. Well, yoga has just relaxed into my arms here as we've been sharing today, and I love that. And I don't know if you've noticed, those of you who have been tuning in on Sunday mornings to our live stream, she's been showing up too. And she doesn't need to wear a mask. It's okay. She can come in and out the door without it. But you can see her, at least for part of our morning celebration, just sitting on the chair and being peaceful and listening. She listens more to her own inner knower, I think. And that's a good lesson. She's modeling it well. That's what we all get to do. So join us on Sunday morning. 10:30 is our live stream. Just go to our website, cslphilly.org, and you can click on the link, and you can join us at 10:30 on either Facebook or YouTube. And the first Sunday of each month now, we're holding a short Zoom session afterwards, and the information will be shown to you once you're on with us on our live stream, so that you can zoom in with us for a little while for some interaction. Don't you want to have the ability to ask questions and share ideas and your own perspectives? It's a sweet opportunity to do that. And on that same link will take you to previously recorded live streams archived there on the website, and also previously archived love notes that Reverend Mike and I happily do for you the other 6 days of the week. And there's an opportunity to make a contribution. We're so grateful to you for keeping us alive and thriving. We want to thrive individually and as a spiritual community. So that's all for now. Tune in tomorrow for Reverend Mike's Love Note. And Yoga says, goodbye, we love you, we'll see you soon.